Briefs.
Wow.
Okay. What was the question?
Is there anything that you've
Wait,
watched?
you wear underwear?
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Well, why do I let either one of you speak? I just need to mute it.
Amando.
All right.
Rapid
So
fire.
is there anything you've read or watched that you want to shout out to so people can jump on with that?
Oh,
Then I'll go to Sean. Sean,
Yeah.
while Richard thinks.
Well, I was telling you, Todd earlier. I just watched it. It's not new. Came out a little bit ago. Fighting with My Family. It's a wrestling movie about a wrestler from Britain who joins up with the WWE and actually becomes a professional wrestler based on a true story. And you actually see footage of her during the credits at the end doing this stuff. It's a really sweet movie, written and directed by Stephen Merchant, who was one of the co-creators of The Office.
Richard, do you have anything yet, or do you need me to go?
I'll just say that I'm finally watching Ted Lasso, and it is refreshing to watch the show because I'm so used to now that when new shows launch or new concepts launch, even in comic books, they have to take it to some type of extreme. Yeah. It has to be unlikable characters doing unlikable things, and you fall for them, or wacky situations like the airline stewardess who wakes up in the bed of somebody who's dead, and now it's this journey for her because she's struggling with alcoholism and all this stuff. Ted Lasso reminds me of a Pixar film where it never goes out of a certain type of box in terms of its comedy or its style or its narrative or its story. It doesn't need to be vulgar, but you enjoy it. It's funny. It's so I don't want to say wholesome. That's the wrong word. Yeah, exactly. It's sweet. And I appreciate that so much because so much is trying to push too much further away that it's nice to have something that is just good.
I couldn't agree with that more. I watched that. A friend begged me. He's like, I really think you're going to like it. I'm like, I'm not a huge Sudeikis fan. He's like, watch it. I know you with way you want to look at the world of treat each other kindly and with positivity, and even in its moments, because I think that when you bring up the flight attendant, I don't think that it's so disparately different in that she wakes up with a dead person and has to go through it and finds out something about her alcoholism. His positivity is what he almost has to deal with as he finds out things about himself, but that positive nature is just it's infectious. By the end you watch it and you're almost like I want to be that positive person. I love that show.
Yeah.
Boys, I'm glad you love it. You should watch Bill Lawrence, the guy who created it at Scrubs, and Cougar Town. Cougar Town has a worse name, but it is a great show. Watch Scrubs, watch Cougar Town. He created both of those, and they're both online on Hulu or
Do I get
Amazon.
To let go of my positivity and smash Courtney Cox in the face because she drives me apeshit crazy in Cougar Town?
Well, you might be able to do that.
Okay.
Todd,
watch it.
Todd, did you have something?
Yeah, I'm going to toss it real quick.
What are you watching?
I just finished last night, and I'm so glad that these have been kind of all over the place because I do love crime documentaries. There's a brand new one on Netflix called Murder Among the Mormons. And when I saw that,
I've seen it on Netflix.
My thought was I wanted to sing Book of Mormon, which Sean and I saw together, and I started giggling. But I thought, okay, what's that about? And it's simply the story of a man that finds a lot of documents that begin to question the history of the Mormon Church, and then murders get tied to it. That's all I'll say to it. And it's only 3 parts, but if you enjoy those type of things, it's illuminating on so many standpoints, and it's very well done.
We're about I think we watched an episode, maybe an episode and a half, and it hasn't quite gripped us yet. It's fascinating, but I'm not. If there's more to it, we'll keep watching.
Like I said, it's only 3 episodes. It's worth it. Just finish it out.
Then they were just an episode. Then
Go ahead and finish that. Find out what it's telling you because it on so many layers to me is just. It's painful to watch what happened to the people as well as I think it's fascinating. Anytime you ever see religion questioned, I love that. Yeah.
All right. Fuck religion.
There we go. Zoom. We're giving you 5 minutes of your time back, and we're telling everyone else, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.